بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Today inshallah we're going to continue Surat Attakwir till the end. You remember, my children, last time we spoke about the beginning of the surah, and just to revise with you that we mentioned about the surah, the takwir, and we mentioned what is the takwir. And the takwir is mentioned either folding up or thrown away or darkens. All these were the meanings of the takwir. And we mentioned that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us what will happen during the day of judgment, that the sun will be folded up and the nujum will be fallen and the mountains will be moved away and the full pregnant camels will be neglected. Nobody cares about it. And we mentioned that al-ishar or the full pregnant camels were very important to the Arabs at that time, as it describes their money and their wealth in this ishar or the camels, and how the wild animals will be gathered together with the tame animals. All the animals will be together, and how the seas will become like a blazing fire, and how the souls will be assembled together, the good people with the good people and the bad people with the bad people. And what about the maw'udah? Al-maw'udah, the female baby buried alive, to be asked for what sin she was killed. And at that time, the killer of this maw'udah will be punished. وَإِذَا الصُّحُفُ نُشِرَتْ, the pages in the recorded books that contain the deeds of the servants, all the servants will have their books at that day. And how the sky will be stripped away, how the hellfire will increasing in its burning, blazing, and how the Jannah will be near to the believers at that time. The soul, every person will know what he has brought. What he has brought mean what he has done and the results of his deeds in the dunya. So the ayat until ayah 14 were speaking about the day of judgment and what will happen. Starting from ayah 15, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making an oath by the khunnas. So here Allah is saying, so I swear by the retreating stars. Here, فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِالْخُنَّسِ. If here we're going to translate, فَلَا means but I will here, but, sorry for that. But I will, or I swear, with the khunnas. What is the khunnas? The khunnas is the retreating stars. What are the retreating stars? That the stars is not appearing. Those who are not appearing, the stars that are not appearing, as came in the tafsir here, that recorded explaining that those retreating stars, that they are not present or not appear, not appear during the daytime. Okay, this is the khunnas or retreating stars. Al-Jawari al-Kunnas, الجواري الكنس يعني those who are stars that disappear during the day and sweep across the sky. Sweep across the sky. So al-jawari mean running. Running. So, here al-jawari means to run, and al-kunnas that they are sweeping, running and sweeping. Okay. So al-khunnas is the retreating stars, and al-jawari al-kunnas, the description of these stars that they are jawari, running and disappearing. Running and disappearing. So here, when it comes to the swear that Allah is made by those type of star, we can feel again that the ayat to turn back to that life. After it was talking about the hereafter, so the ayat to turn back to this dunya and this life, and Allah is making a swear with those types of stars that we are not seeing, but Allah is describing that these are type of stars that they are running, sweeping, and then disappearing. If you read in astrology, you will find that the stars and the planet will have a time which will be explosion, and this explosion will result into small pieces of these planets and of, and you can say of these stars, large stars, not planet, and these stars will divide it into very tiny and a lot of small pieces. And the small pieces, this will be disappeared after that, will be disappeared by what discovered as black holes. You will find that if you read in the astrology or you search in the internet about the black holes. The black holes is creatures that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created in the space, a very high gravity force inside these black holes, which will make that, which will act as a vacuum. If you have a vacuum in your home and you start to clean, what the vacuum is doing is make suction, a powerful suction for all the dirt present on the ground. So these black holes make the same thing for all the dispersed part of the exploded stars. It will be all sucked into these black holes. So it make like al-kunnas. Al-kunnas in Arabic, that you are kanasa, means that you sucked all the dirt, to be sucked. So it could be, wallahu a'lam, that al-jawari al-kunnas could be one of the creatures that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created, and the scientists discovered recently that they called them the black holes, or the black holes. Why black holes? Because no one is knowing what's inside. It's a very high gravity force that attracts all the object inside it, and all the object inside it will be disappeared. And no one knows what's happening inside these black holes and where these objects will go, or these parts of the stars will go. And this is from the secrets that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created. So فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس والليل إذا عسعس. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making an oath by the night, and the night. إذا عسعس. Who knows عسعس means what? And the night, if or when it. What is عسعس? وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا عَسْعَسْ. Who knows عَسْعَسْ? What does it mean? Huh? No one knows عَسْعَسْ? What does it mean? Ilyas, you don't know what عَسْعَسْ?
No.
You don't have the application with you to just follow, check it? Yes, يا عمرو.
Does it mean the part?
Again, what again you said?
The parts.
The parts?
The parts.
The parts, yes, yes. So excellent, yes. It has the meaning, actually, يعني meaning that departs, when the night will be departs or will disappear gradually. Okay, so asas can, to use this word departing. Also, it has the opposite يعني meaning. يعني it could be when it departs, and also asas when it covers. When it covers the comes and covers the day time, it's also the meaning of asas. And also it has the meaning, which is this meaning came by Ibn Abbas, that the night means here, asas means it turns away. And also it has the meaning of to cover, covering or approaching. And another meaning when it darkens approach. When it darkens approach. So asas means to advancing and retreating, with both the meaning of it. Therefore, it is correct that the intent could be both of them, which means used as advancing and retreating. So the two meaning here, advancing and retreating. Retreating with the meaning of departure, when it departs, and when it comes and covers also, as. So this is again another description for the layl. Layl that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here is describing it, that when it comes or when it disappears. وَالصُّبْحِ إِذَا تَنَفَّسْ, and the day time. تنفس. What is تنفس? تنفس. Yes, yeah, Ilyas.
Is it when you breathe?
When it breathes, which means here, what does it mean breathes? Does the daytime breathe? What does it mean when it breathes? Is it type of metaphor? Actually, it's type of metaphor. When Allah is saying تنفس, which means يعني the beginning of the day night, the brightness and beginning, beginning of the daylight. So what you will do, usually when you are opening your window in the morning, you will take a deep breath. Will take a deep breath from the early morning air, which is a fresh air. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as if giving us a metaphor about the subh, that the subh that you take a deep breath. while you are coming up or waking up from your sleep. So ayah 19 now with us. So the qasam, Allah make the qasam or the oath or the swear by three things: by the retreating planets or stars, and by the night, and by the day light. What the oath we mentioned, that the oath is made up of three parts: the letter of the oath, the thing that you made oath with, and the in Arabic the answer of this oath, or jawab al-qasam. Remember when we mentioned before that I say wallahi I will do my homework tomorrow. So wa is the letter of the oath. Allah is the Allah said that what I made an oath with, I made an oath with Allah. The answer of the qasam, what will happen after that oath? What will happen? That I will do my homework tomorrow. So here Allah is made an oath by the retreating planets, by the daytime, by the night. What will happen after that, or jawab al-qasam, or the answer of the qasam, is here in ayah 19. What's being mentioned in ayah 19? إنه لقول رسول كريم. Now let us translate this part. When I say إنه, indeed it is. إنه means indeed it is. قول, saying of Rasulin Kareem. What is Rasulin Kareem? Who knows? Very easy. Rasulin Kareem. Yes, ya Ahmed. Can you tell us what is the meaning of Rasulin Kareem? Huh? Ahmed.
Does it mean noble messenger?
Sorry?
Noble messenger.
Excellent. يبقى indeed it is saying of a noble. Kareem is noble. Rasul is messenger. So إنه لقول رسول كريم. Now my question to you, who is this messenger? And focus before your answer. Don't rush. Who is the messenger here? Okay, I will shift to the other ayah in order to know who is the messenger, to be easily for you. Allah is mentioning about the messenger. He describes the messenger by saying ذي قوة عند ذي العرش مكين. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing the messenger by mention that ذي قوة يعني possessor of what? Possessor of قوة, of power. Where he is, where is present? When in or with, عند or within his place, within the owner of the throne. Makin means secured. Here the word makin is secured. Now I want you to focus on that ayah. The ayah 20 is describing who is this noble messenger. The ayah is telling you that the noble messenger is possessor of the power, have a power. He has a power, and he is within the power or within the owner. He is present within the owner, or its place is at the owner of the throne. Secured, makin, يعني no one can harm him, or no one can beat him. This messenger. Then the continuation of its description in ayah 21. Allah is saying about this messenger here, مطاع ثم أمين. And I want you to take care about this ثم, because you can see here ثم there is fatha on the ثم, which is completely different if there was dhamma on the tha. I will tell you why. Now مطاع means what? مطاع means he is obeyed. Obeyed. ثم here means there. There. Amin means honest. So ثم, when you have the fatha on the tha, it means there or hunaka. But when you have the dhamma, it means and. ثم means and then. So in Arabic language, you can see that the harakat is very important. If there is fatha, completely different from the dhamma. The fatha means that there. Thamma yani there. And thumma, if there is dhamma, means then, and then happens so and so and so. So here, the description of the noble messenger, that he is having the power within the owner of the throne and secured, no one can harm him, obeyed there, yani in his place is obeyed by others, and honest. Now my question, who is this messenger? Who knows? Who is this messenger described by Allah? Zahra.
Is it Jibril?
Excellent, mashallah. How do you know, ya Zahra, he is Jibril?
To be honest, I just looked at the app.
Yeah. So Jibril alayhi salam, he is the one meant by the ayat, because he is the strongest angel, the boss of all the angels, and his place is just beneath the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because my second question will be, who is the owner of the throne? Who is the owner of the throne? Ilyas. Yes, yeah, Ilyas, go on. Ilyas, you raised your hand. You know the answer? Who knows the answer? Who is the owner of the throne?
Sorry, is it Allah?
Excellent, excellent. So, Dhil Arsh, he is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the owner of his throne. So Allah is mentioning about Jibril, where he is the leader of al-malaika, or the angels, that his place secured within the arsh, or the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So here, the ayat, as you can see, spoke about Jibril. Now, ayah 22. What says to us ayah 22? I want you to focus, because the ayat need to be attention to it. To pay attention. وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ بِمَجْنُونَ. Now, the translation of this ayah, وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ بِمَجْنُونَ, means that, and not, and your companion, صاحبكم means your companion, is not majnoon, mad, madman. Now my question, who meant by companion? Who is the person meant here in the ayah? Your companion is not madman. The ayah mean what? Refer to whom? The ayah. Huh? The ayah 22 refers to whom? Ya Amr. Ayah 22
does it?
refers to whom? Huh? Who is
I'm
your
not sure.
companion? Is not madman. Who is this man?
I'm not sure.
Who made mention about him that he is a mad and magician and soothsayer? Who been mentioned like that by the disbelievers of Mecca?
Is it Muhammad?
Yeah, excellent. So he's a prophet. Now the ayat is talking about Prophet Muhammad. So here it is the prophet. وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ بِمَجْنُونَ. So here the companion is referring to the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. So you see how the ayat is transferring between the different personalities. We have first Jibril, and then it's now the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam, 23. وَلَقَدْ رآه بالأفق المبين. Now I'm going to translate this ayah again and ask you who is meant by this ayah. وَلَقَدْ رآه, and he saw him. He saw him. رآه means he saw him. بالأفق المبين. الأفق in the horizon. مبين clear. So when we're going to translate, and he saw him in the horizon, clearly he saw him in the horizon. Now my question, he referred to whom and him refer to whom? Let's start first with he. He saw him. Who saw who? Who saw whom? Who can tell me? In the horizon clearly. Yes, yeah, yes.
Muhammad عليه الصلاة والسلام saw Jibril.
Excellent. يبقى he refers to the Prophet, and him refers to Jibril. Jibril alayhi salam. So as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that this Quran being revealed by the most honest and leader of the angels to the most honest and leader of the mankind. So this the words of Allah revealed between two noble messengers. Messenger from the angels to the messenger from the mankind. And the two messengers, they saw each other. And this is in the seerah and in the hadith also, for the Prophet, that he saw Jibril 2 times in his real appearance. Real appearance that of Jibril, that he is a huge angel with 600 wings, and these wings covering the horizon. And the Prophet ﷺ, the first time he saw Jibril was in Ghar Hira, or in Hira cave. In the first time he saw him, and the second time he saw him in his real appearance was in the Isra and the Mi'raj journey. Okay, so these are the 2 times that Prophet alayhi salam saw Jibril. Okay, and ayah 24, وَمَا هُوَ على الغيب بضنين. Then the description here for the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام, Allah is mentioning that he is not here, وما هو, he is not holding any of the unseen. Danin means to hold or to withdraw something. So al-ghaib is the unseen. So the means of the ayah that he is not holding the unseen means that the Prophet ﷺ is saying all what's been revealed to him, not holding any on the unseen, not holding any in of the unseen. Everything being revealed to him, he will be mentioned, he will be saying it to the believers. And then ayah 25 we'll speak about what? We'll speak about the saying of the prophets. وَمَا هُوَ بِقَوْلِ شَيْطَانٍ رَجِيمٍ. So here, بِقَوْلِ. Look, my question will come now. And it's not the sayings of a cursed devil. Shaitan Rajim, cursed devil. Now my question, what is meant by saying? Qawl. What is the saying here means? It is not the saying. Qawl. Qawl here refers to what? Or saying. What the Prophet will say. The sayings. Allah is describing that the sayings of the Prophet is not from a cursed devil or a saying of cursed devil. So the saying here refers to whom or to what? The saying. Who knows? What the Prophet is saying? Zahra. What is the saying of the Prophet? How you can describe the saying?
Is it the Quran?
Excellent, mashallah. So here the saying is the Quran. When Allah is saying, this is not the saying of a cursed devil, so means the Quran, the words of Allah. The words of Allah being mentioned by the Prophet, it is not the saying of a devil or cursed devil. It is the saying of Allah. So here you can see the beauty of the ayat that gather to us three main things. We learned here three main things gathered, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose the noble messenger from angels to reveal the noble message, which is the Quran from Allah, to the noble messenger of mankind. So the Quran is a noble message. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose his noble messenger from the angels to take this noble message, the words of Allah, to be revealed to the noble messenger of the mankind, who is Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. So in the ayat, you can see it gathered all this meaning. The noble message being revealed by the noble messenger from the malaika or from the angels to the noble messenger from the mankind. So after all that, Allah is telling those disbelievers, فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ? Here, فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ means what? So, where are you going? What does it mean? فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ? What does it mean? Where are you? So where are you going? Who knows? Yes, yeah, Elias.
It's saying, where do you think you're hiding from Allah?
No, where are you going here? After mentioning about the Quran, that where are you going from the clear manifest evidence that the truth from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yani, this is the whole truth, that meanings from where you will be escaping. You can, if you can say, where you will escape from this absolute truth and evidence that these words, the words of Allah, and this is the whole truth, where you will going away from the book of Allah and from his obedience. And in another tafsir, where have your senses gone? By Allah, this speech did not come from a God. How you can think about that? Yani, it is the whole evidence. So to make it clear, or to make it simple, where are you going means where are you will escape from this absolute truth and evidence, and while it is manifest and clear evidence that is a truth from Allah. Okay, clear for everyone up till now? Now ayah 27 is saying what? In huwa. Now, after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he mentioned where you will escape from this absolute truth and evidence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is confirming again. Confirming what? Confirming that innahu here, in huwa illa dhikrun lil alamin. Here, in huwa إلا ذكر للعالمين, means that indeed it is a reminder for the worlds. Reminder. Who is the reminder here? It is here referred to the Quran, or the words of Allah. It is the reminder of all the people of the world. Reminder of what? Reminder that the believers will be rewarded. The believers will be rewarded, and the disbelievers will be punished. So it is dhikra, just to be reminder that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell all people what they should do and what they shouldn't, to avoid his punishment. And this reminder will be for whom? لمن شاء منكم أن يستقيم. يعني what does it mean? لمن شاء منكم أن يستقيم, which mean it will be reminder for whoever wants from you, or whoever wants among you to be what? To be, or to take the straight path, or to take the straight path of Allah. Because if you know that the believers will go the Jannah by taking the straight path, so you will go through this path. And then the last ayah, Allah is saying a very important thing, وَمَا تَشَاءُونَ وَمَا تَشَاءُونَ إِلَّا أَن يَشَاءَ Allah Rabb al-Alameen, which means that whatever your will be, which means that and your will, you will not wills except what? Except that Allah, Lords of the worlds, wills. So you will not will except Lord, sorry for that, Lord of the worlds wills. And this ayah actually we're going to mention next time, because there is very important to explain it. And since that we don't have much time for today's lesson, so inshallah for next time we'll take Surat Abasa. And before we take the surah, we'll start with the explanation of this ayah, because this ayah is very important to understand, because a lot of people are not properly understanding how you will not will without the wills of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if Allah make people disbelievers, so because it's Allah will, they will be disbelievers, and the reverse, and a lot of discussions about such concept. So I prefer to postpone it to next time, inshallah, to say it in more details. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. سبحانك الله بحمدك لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.